As a huge Marvel Cinematic Universe fan, I have to admit honestly that I enjoyed the movie, but not as much. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. And yes, this last weekend I finally watched Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. And if you have watched my trailer reactions for this film, you know how high my expectations were set, and rightly so, because Marvel has delivered good movies, consistency when it came to performances, connecting the storylines, and whatnot, CGI or background score or whatnot. So yeah, I had my expectations set. Plus, I had multiple factors to be, excited about. One is, of course, Benedict Cumberbatch. And I really wanted to see Doctor Strange show his absolute full potential, like his power and how formidable he is. I wanted to see that. Second is that the movie is being directed by Sam Raimi. So another added layer of excitement was there, that because he is the director of the OG Spider-Man movie. So yeah, I was really looking forward to see how he's going to treat this particular film. Third was, of course, the addition of Scarlet Witch. Fourth, of course, it being a Marvel film. So yeah, if you are an MCU fan, I would just say that, go watch the film. Don't rely on reviews and stuff and then take a call, because depending on what expectation you hold from the film, the viewing experience would be different. Like somebody who just wants to go for a complete action-packed entertainer with great CGI, oh yes, you are going to have such a gala time watching this movie. For me, I think the biggest area of disappointment was the character sketch or the character arc that Doctor Strange follows. I just felt that, okay, once again, his potential, or him unleashing his power or being like a formidable superhero, that aspect again was not tapped fully. And if I have to be completely honest, it felt more like Wanda or Scarlet Witch's film than a Doctor Strange film. Now, a reason for that could be how well Scarlet Witch's character arc was shown in this movie. The only downside is that if you have not watched the show WandaVision, then you will really not get emotionally connected with Wanda's story. But if you have watched that show, then you will feel every bit of emotion that she's trying to express. And I clearly remember when I did the last trailer reaction for Doctor Strange, literally my title card was Scarlet Witch is scaring me. The way her dialogues were, and I clearly said that, okay, you know what, this character is now scaring me. Like, I don't know how much destruction she's going to cause, and that is where my expectation was fully met. I was so satisfied to see her character arc. When it comes to the storyline, it was pretty simplistic and straightforward, nothing really nuanced and complicated, which was okay, and I was sort of expecting that only. What I really wanted to see, that how they're going to treat the multiverse, like what is it about the multiverse that we are going to find out. And at certain points it just felt very simplistic, and that is only because my own perception of the multiverse is something which is very complicated. This almost felt like how Thor and Loki travel through different realms. In fact, I would say that the OTT show Loki, that explored the time branching and all of that, the Nexus event and all of that, in a much better way. Now, of course, one could argue that, yeah, because that's a TV show, so you can put in more details, and this is a movie. But I honestly do not buy that argument, because even before the OTT shows existed, we have traveled smoothly via movies from phase 1 till phase 3. As a huge fan of these movies, I feel that somewhere the writing felt incomplete, or maybe that they have edited a lot of things out. Like when you see Zack Snyder's Justice League, it's a totally different film altogether. So I feel that there were a lot of things which were taken out in the final edit, and I hope whenever this movie releases in the OTT, whenever they release it on Disney Plus, they release the uncut sort of version. Now, when it comes to technical aspects, Marvel Studios has just hit the bullseye. The background score and the visual effects are just out of this world. I watched the film in 3D and it was looking perfect. It was immaculate. The opening sequence is beautiful, and when they're passing through the multiverse, that entire thing, oh my god, everything is visually stunning. I mean, this movie is a visual treat. But it's not just the VFX, everything about it, like the camera angles, the way it is moving, the color grading, the 3D work, all of it together packs a punch. The BGM is going to stand out for you guys. Though for me, till date, my favorite MCU movie BGM is of Thor Ragnarok. But this movie's BGM also comes close, though it doesn't dethrone Thor Ragnarok BGM for me, but it's still at par. Also in the direction, you can clearly see Sam Raimi's flavor because there are jump scare moments in this movie which I thought were fantastic. While watching the film, I actually felt for a fleeting moment that, you know what, this movie could have been a little bit darker. Though I know that this is not Marvel Studios' signature style. I mean, it's always, a little bit on the lighter side. There are jokes and stuff like that. The humor is such an integral part and identity of Marvel Studios movies. But just for this particular movie, I feel that it would have made more sense if they took a little bit of a darker road. Like, you do get a glimpse of it when you see Scarlet Witch unleashing her full powers, but I felt that that could have been the theme of the entire movie. Like, as an audience, you want to feel a little bit scared and intimidated and maybe a little bit gloomy. And I feel Sam Raimi was the perfect choice to make this movie in that tonality, but of course, maybe Kevin Feige didn't want that. Performance-wise, I mean, I have no complaints whatsoever. Everybody did well, but it's Elizabeth Olsen's performance that is going to stand out clearly. She was my favorite performer. Surprisingly, it was not Benedict Cumberbatch, and I love him so much. But Elizabeth Olsen steals the show, and honestly, this movie should have been called something like Doctor Strange versus Scarlet Witch or something like that. If I talk about the pacing of this movie is extremely fast-paced, and you're not gonna get bored or anything. Like, there's one scene after the another, and then some action set pieces after the other. So it's very, very engaging. It's just that you might feel that, okay, some information or somewhere it feels incomplete, which I felt. Or you might not even feel that. You might thoroughly enjoy it from start to finish. I liked the film, but I just could not make myself fall in love with it. I mean, you cannot force it, right? So yes, those were my thoughts on the latest Marvel Studios installment, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Though I like the unique treatment of this film, and I want to see where this multiverse things goes further. That'll be very, very interesting because, see, like I said, I'm an MCU fan, so I'm not gonna miss out on any Marvel movie whatsoever. I might like it, I might not like it, I might love it, I might hate it, but I'll not miss out on it. So yes, if you have watched the film, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. These were my thoughts and my opinion, and yeah, with that I will end today's video, and I will see you soon on my next one. Bye.